Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Midday Prayer. I'm going to check that I'm live in time prayer. Okay. Uh, it's the day after the election. There is lots of thoughts, comments, quietness, some celebration I've seen. I have resorted to a level of silence for today. Um, to take it all in. So, I will be using words from those who have spent the time to write them down, to share them, to offer up their wisdom in spaces when I'll speak for myself, do not have the capacity. So, I am going to offer a time of prayer from this book that I have used before, The Black Liturgies, which is Prayers, Poems, and Meditations for Staying Human by Cole Arthur Riley, one of my favorite authors. And this whole book has been nothing but miraculous, been helpful. And one thing about um, wisdom is that it is not something we can control, but it seeps its way into the world in some of the most beautiful and unexpected ways. And then oftentimes it lingers and it comes well before we can know that it is necessary. So I'm grateful for this book and the timeliness of it. It's been timely for a while, but today feels very needed and appropriate. So grateful for co-author Riley in this moment. Yes, I'm not sure what this day is. Feels like summer. But it's nice that in the midst of not knowing what to say or what to do, um, it's at least nice enough to be outside, to take in the sun rays and to breathe the air, if not for the day, but for a while. Um, so, all of what I will be saying comes from someone else, and I will not be singing today. I do not have the space in my heart for that. But I will be reading certain things that come from authors. So the first one I will be reading is A Litany for Survival by Audre Lorde. Audre Lorde is an ancestor who wrote much, and I'm sorry, hold on one second. Yes, an ancestor, I was correct. She is no longer in this realm, but her words ring true and beautiful. For those who need to hear it, a litany for survival. For those of us who live at the shoreline, standing upon the constant edges of decision, crucial and alone. For those of us who cannot indulge the passing dreams of choice, who love in doorways coming and going, in the hours between dawns, looking inward and outward, at once before and after, seeking a noun that can breed futures, like bread in our children's mouths, so their dreams will not reflect the death of ours. For those of us who were imprinted with fear, like a faint line in the center of our foreheads, learning to be afraid when our mother's milk, for by this weapon, with our mother's milk, for by this weapon, this illusion of some safety to be found, the heavy footed hoped to silence us. For all of us, this instant and this triumph, we were never meant to survive. And when the sun rises, we are afraid it might not remain. When the sun sets, we are afraid it might not rise in the morning. When our stomachs are full, we are afraid of indigestion. When our stomachs are empty, we are afraid we may never eat again. When we are loved, we are afraid love will vanish. When we are alone, we are afraid love will never return. And when we speak, we are afraid our words will not be heard nor welcomed. But when we are silent, we are still afraid. So it is better to speak, remembering we were never meant to survive. Thank you, Audre Lorde. I'm going to end our time together with a prayer that is in this book for the unknown. So, hear these words. God of shadows, our fear of the unknown keeps us from moving at all. Help us not to know. Protect our minds when anxious thoughts about the future refuse to leave us alone. Deepen our breath. Bring us into communities who can be trusted when they tell us we are safe. Comfort us when our minds become frenzied, trying to determine what we cannot possibly know. When questions of what is to come or who will stay with us haunt us, make us kind with our own self-talk, tender to our bodies, loving with all we do have control over. When no amount of courage can diminish fear's powers over us. Remind us that we too have power as we rise to meet it. Provide a way to peace. We will not fear the dark. Ashe. And there's this beautiful benediction that I will leave with you, and I hope that you can take it with you. And yeah, that is it for today. And here's a benediction. May you live each day with sacred intuition to the terrors of this world, but may you never be swallowed by them. May you find peace as you let the divine guide you into inner rest in the face of all that might destroy you. May you tremble, but never alone. Amen. All right, dear ones, peace and blessings to you. I will be taking today as slow as I need to. I hope that you can do the same and or find space of quietness and rest. And we will wait. Peace to you all. Bye.